Hi YouTube friends, thanks for joining me. I thought I should do my flip through for dephemerember, given that we're nearly at the end of January. I'm a little bit overdue. So this is my journal. It's a no-sew journal, and I do have a video on how to make one of these. They're really easy to make, and this one's been made out of file folders. So that was very easy to make and no sewing involved. Okay, so let's get on with the prompts and I'll give you a quick look at everything. So the first prompt I did on the front cover, and that was an altered playing card, an antique key. So this is actually one of those great big playing cards. Now, there's a process video for every single one of these. So I've got a key here and the card, which was, what is it, the Queen of Diamonds by the look of it. Made it into a door, put a magnet on it to keep it closed, and that was day one. When you open it up, got the prompt list in here. So this is day two. So it is a layered tag and retro film strip. So I've just done a mixed media background, and then there's my tag. Lots of delicious layers on that, and my retro film strip. Day three was a apothecary label and a quirky cat or dog. So I did a stenciled background, made a pocket, stuck the label on. There's my dog, put a journal card in here. That's my apothecary. Okay, the next one for the 9th of December, which was day 5, was a journal card and a beloved visitor. So this is my card, my journal card. My beloved visitor is the butterflies that, well, every time I get a particular type of butterfly flies through my outdoor area, I always say hello dad to it, and that's my dad visiting me. So this is a picture of me and him at the beach. I was probably about four years old, something like that, maybe 5, and that's pops in there. There's another little pocket there. Okay, this was for the 10th of December, and it was altered pocket and texture fragments. So pocket of a pair of jeans, I turned it on its side, put some stitching around it, well, I started off trying to use eyelets, but the page was too thick for it to get through. So I've used, well, I've got eyelets still there, but I put brads through to hold it onto the page. So I put the eyelet through the fabric and then the brad to hold the fabric onto the page. And the texture fragments are these little things here. I'll just hold that up. So they're actually crumbs off my gilding paste sponge that had dried on the sponge. Okay, moving right along. So the next one we have is this one here. So it's least favourite ephemera and bookbinder's art. I really don't like tickets, so I made like snippet rolls out of tickets and then made that into a pocket, and then I had some watercolour dragonflies that I'd painted, so I cut one of them out, popped that on the page. So the next one is bookmark and black and white. So I made this removable clown bookmark with his spinning balls here. He's black and white on the back, and he is magnetised, so he can go on to any page that I want to put him onto. Got a magnet on the middle of his back, so I want him to go there. Oh, it won't stick there, that page is too thick. Let's find a thinner page. Okay, he might stick here. Yeah, there we go. So he will stay where I put him as long as the page isn't too thick. So that could be used in any book, of course. So this is what I did for the prompt, paper bag handle and slow stitching. So that is actually a paper bag handle that's been unraveled that I've done my slow stitching on. And on the back, it's here and here. So I made a journal card with a writing spot on the back. And this is the front of the card. So it's like a mixed media on the front. And I have, you can see it over here, I've got a stamp that's dandelions. So I stamped onto a piece of tissue or baking paper. I can't remember how I did it. And yeah, and then sewed it and then pulled out that paper that I had the stamped image on to leave the stitching in the paper bag handle that had been unraveled. So I really like that one. So that's, I'm not sure if it comes through on the camera, but that's like an olive green, goldy olive green colour. So it's really pretty against this purple. So that was paper bag handle and slow stitching, and that was for December the 19th. So tuck spot and cheese was the next one. So this is one that I did. Was cut out the lens of a camera and put a face in here, and that's the photo that is being taken by the camera. Say my cheese was say cheese for the camera, but then I put some yellow bits in to be cheesy. So our next one for the 17th of December was flip out page and old photos. So I've got a multitude of flips and old images. Some of them are old photos, some of them are book images. So I'll just move this across. So we've got the first one opens to that, and then there's another photo in there. And on this side, I'll get it right over. This flips up. This one flips down. And then there's another flip on that. So it's quite long, so it goes all the way to there. But then there's also these photos that flip out there. I really like that one because it's got old writing on it, and it's dated the 15th of November 1925. It's a really old photo. Well, it's 100, not quite 100 years old, 99 years old. So that was my flip out page and old photos. And I had this tape that I bought from Amazon. Sort of looks like old sticky tape. Okay, so mini pocket letter and specimen was the next one. So I've done this representing a little pocket letter, and that was the specimen card. I couldn't really get it to fit with this. It could have gone in here, I guess, but I ended up sticking it over here. So altered book page and blackout poetry. So I stuck all over the page strips, you know, when you pull the white bit off the edge of the page, this bit here. This is all just strips, inked strips, glued down over the whole page. Made a pocket out of another bit of book page, and then my poem, I cut my, rather than just have my blackout poem on the page, I cut around the black bits so that I could put it in this sort of totem pole setup. I really like that one. Okay, so the next one is photo frame and steampunk butterfly. So this was a frame here, and I made a photo of my steampunk butterfly, which was an image of a fairy that I put butterfly wings onto, and then I've stuck all sorts of things onto her to make her look like a steampunky. Made her a hat out of some bits of watch and a abacus pendant. Used washes and all sorts of things. That's all watch parts there. That's some silver tape with some watch parts underneath it on a piece of cardboard, just for the heck of it. Lots of texture and interest in that page. That was one of my favourites. That was just added on there for the possibility of having something hanging on it. So double tag and mechanical garden. So I made some flowers with put magnets on the back of them, and they work in a similar fashion to the bookmark, the clown bookmark. So they spin around. That one's obviously not attached to the page at the moment. And my double tag, I've actually put hinges on there. So they're little metal hinges that I glued on, and the tag opens up like so, closes back that way, and that just goes in that pocket there. Nothing has been done on this page. This one is the envelope flip with secret love letter. So I made a pocket, and this is my envelope flip here. Used a digital of, it's like an engagement document for someone, like someone who's taking up a position somewhere. It was the letter of engagement. Okay, so a little envelope there. And that goes in there. Alright, so this is mixed media tag and urban graffiti. So this was another one of my favorites. So I made the tag there. Got my graffiti artist spray painting 2025, and inside I've made it all very drippy and graffiti like. So this one, my favourite, collaged postcard and curiosity shop. So I cut down a cardboard box. Well, this is actually a postcard, a real postcard, that I cut a window into and made it into a door. It's got a little bell here, an open and close sign on it with it. And inside I have a little curiosity shop. And that was quite easy to make. It was time consuming, but it wasn't really that hard to make. These are just like pieces of cardboard with a bend, you know, like a bend in them that I've stuck down to make all the dividers in the cabinet. And then I've just I've stuck a couple of things in there, but most of this is digitals from Collage Soup. Door closes, it's got a brad on there for a door handle. Okay, so let's shut the shop. So that's closed. I put it right over to the right of the page, if you're wondering, so that it didn't put too much strain on the spine. This one is snippet roll with woven flowers. So I made another movable object item, piece of ephemera. So it's a snippet roll belly band. I made it into a belly band, and on the back here I made a couple of big buttons out of some watercolor circles. So this can actually, this one, be taken off and put onto whatever page that I want it to go onto. And this is what it looks like. So I've just stitched at the top and the bottom so that it fits onto the page. That's a piece of hessian, and then I stamped some flowers onto whatever fabric that is. Looks like an eco-dyed piece of fabric, and then I have stitched on the flowers. These ones have been glued on, but the rest of it was stitched on. So that one was one that I really liked too. So doesn't matter which way it goes, like so. You can move it to wherever you want. And there's the back cover, and I still haven't done anything with the back cover because this is what the front cover looked like as well. You can see a bit of evidence of the original spine, still like that. So that is a box, a food box opened out. So that's one half of it, and then I used the side of the box to make my spine, and then there's the front. It's been decorated. Okay, I hope you like that, and let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you soon for another video. Happy crafting, happy creating. Hugs and cheers from Australia. Hooroo!